This week on 20 TV Weekly, students at Rampart get new choice for some easy lunch. Also, college recruiters visit schools to give insight to prospective students. But first, the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's annual walk treads over Colorado. You're watching 20 TV Weekly from Academy School District 20 in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Hello and welcome to 20 TV Weekly. I'm Noelle Bean.
And I'm Nicole Vogt. Thanks for joining us today on 20 TV.
Thousands of people came out in September to band together against blood cancers. The Light the Night Walk is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's signature fundraising campaign. The event on September 18th had over 1,000 people participate in the walk. Over 200 volunteers helped coordinate the walk by setting up tables, booths, and lanterns that the participants walk with. This is the 15th year that the Light the Night Walk has been in Colorado. This year's campaign goal was to raise $1.4 million. 78 cents of every dollar that Light the Night collects goes straight to research and grants for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Danielle Marchioro, a local Light the Night campaign manager, explains what the colors of the lanterns represent.
And the lanterns are 3 different colors that symbolize 3 different types of walkers. So red is for supporters. The white lanterns are for survivors. So survivors of any type of cancer will carry those lanterns. And the gold lanterns are for people that have passed away in honor of them.
This year's event raised over $100,000 towards the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's annual fundraising goal.
High school students in District 20 are getting an early start with the college admissions process through College Visits.
College Visits are weekly events at local high schools, allowing students to speak with a college representative. In early fall, college admissions counselors from across the country will visit high schools in an attempt to interest prospective students. The students attending these meetings learn about a college's location, size, financial aid, majors, and how to apply. College counselors come to these meetings equipped with handouts and information sheets that highlight important dates for students to remember. University of Colorado, Colorado Springs admissions counselor Kenny Toms explains what topics he likes to discuss while visiting high schools.
I like to just talk about anything that that brings in the fun side, but also some of our high academic ratings and accreditations really help for students to understand that they can come get an incredible academic degree and still have a ton of fun and have that full college experience.
An average college visit can have an attendance anywhere from 1 to 60 prospective students. Some students' favorite part of a college visit is forming a relationship with an admissions counselor. Students get up-to-date information from someone who knows the school best. Lisa Scott, the college and career counselor from Liberty High School, shares one benefit for students attending college visits.
The best thing about college visits is it's a human being. They're not looking at something on a website or listening to a recording on a phone message at the machine. They're actually talking to somebody who works at the university. And so I think it's one of the best things kids can do.
Art students at Pine Creek are helping beautify the burn scar in the Black Forest community. National Art Honor Society at Pine Creek High School chose to give back to the Black Forest community. They decided to paint a mural of the Black Forest fire on a workshop that belongs to the Thompson family. National Art Honor Society chose this location because the Thompsons' daughter, Elizabeth, is a member of National Art Honor Society and a senior at Pine Creek High School. Students will be painting the mural every weekend from September till the end of October. Mr. Thompson explains why he would like a painting of the fire on his workshop and how it's important to the Black Forest community.
Thought it would be nice to have some kind of record of what it used to be like and what it's like now, and something that shows the regrowth that's going on.
This project is helping fulfill a community service requirement that all National Art Honor Society members participate in.
Students with lunch release usually head to a fast food restaurant for lunch, but there's another option.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us. Every Thursday during the school year, Covenant Presbyterian Church provides a grilled cheese lunch for students. For the past 3.5 years, Young Life, a youth organization, has been providing this service for only $1. The church provides other snacks along with the sandwiches such as fruits, cakes, chips with salsa, all of which are donated by volunteers. One of the volunteers, Mary Springston, tells us why she enjoys providing this service.
We are really excited about the students that come over here. I hope they get a really positive vibe from walking into a church that really cares about them.
Any student looking for a quick off-campus lunch is welcome to stop by.
6th graders from around the district have a unique opportunity this fall to take classes in the mountains. High Trails is an outdoor education center about an hour west of Colorado Springs and Florissant. Students participate in outdoor learning activities that cover subjects like science, math, technology, and conservation. During their 3-night stay, students and staff go on hikes around the property to engage in outdoor lessons. High Trails Director Patrick Perry says the opportunities for students to learn are endless.
With some of our themed units that we do up here, that on our property we have so many acres where the kids are able to go and see an old homestead, see a teepee village, go to our ranch and see the cattle, go into an actual mine and see what prospecting would be like. So there's a lot of resources out in the wilderness.
Students have been attending High Trails for years, and the plan is to continue the partnership with District 20 for years to come.
Recently, one District 20 school held a dedication ceremony for some new equipment just outside its doors. Edith Wolford Elementary School, located in Black Forest, needed to replace their playground after it was destroyed by last year's fire. While insurance covered the cost of the burned equipment, the school was also able to add a new turf field. In addition to recess, the field has given the staff an opportunity to expand the classroom.
A really great thing too is our PE teachers have been able to bring kids out and do activities outside, because prior to this it was dirt and rock and wasn't very usable.
The turf field was originally planned several years ago, however funding was not available at the time. The Edith Wolford PTO and Academy District 20 Education Foundation were able to come together to financially support the building of the field this summer.
2014 is a special year for students and staff at the Da Vinci Academy, an elementary school in District 20. That's because this marks their 10-year anniversary of the opening of the school. To celebrate, the school was able to hire artist-in-residence Tony Ortega to work with students to create 3 special murals. The paintings are designed to reflect the community around the school. Ortega designed the outline of the murals, and then the students were able to paint sections so they had ownership of the new art.
It was a great process for the kids, and they know where they painted on the mural, and they know if one of those figures is one of them.
Cindy says the students learned the process of creating a mural from the initial idea to the outline to the finished product that will be on the walls for years to come.
Coming up, we have highlights from last week's football and volleyball games.
But first, we'll take a look at the forecast to see if we can expect some nice weather ahead. Welcome back to 20 TV Weekly. Thanks for staying with us.
Now let's turn to Julie Henninger with the weather.
Recently, we've been seeing temperatures above normal for this time of year, but a few days and nights have definitely started to feel like October. Looking nationally, we can see an area of rain and thunderstorms just south of the Great Lakes in Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia. These storms have been producing a heavy rain and even some severe weather as they've moved across the country. Down in the southwest, the monsoon is looking very active in parts of California, Nevada, and Arizona. Flash flooding has and will continue to be a concern for anyone living across this area till the monsoon tapers off. For us here in Colorado, we aren't seeing much of anything in the way of weather across the state. Some clouds across the southwestern parts of the state, but for the most part, we are seeing plenty of sunshine. The almanac for Colorado Springs this time of year. We're looking at an average high of 65 degrees and an average low of 38, and the record low was set back in 1946 at 17 degrees. Our 5-day forecast is shaping up quite nicely for this time of year. Temps will be a little below average for the start of your weekend with a chance of showers on Sunday. But by Tuesday, temps rebound back into the 70s with a high of 71 on Tuesday and 73 on Wednesday. So our Columbus Day weekend is looking fairly nice. It might feel a little on the chilly side, but things will be warming up again for next week. Nicole and Noel?
Thanks, Julie.
Now let's turn to 20 TV Sports with Cheyenne Dahl.
After a tough loss on Tuesday, the Liberty Lancers volleyball team needed to refocus for their match against 9th-ranked Pine Creek Friday night. Pine Creek fans are excited for the big matchup. The first game started out close with both teams with some nice kills, but Pine Creek eventually picked up the win 25-20. Game 2 was a little easier for the Eagles, winning by 9 at 25-16. The Lancers wouldn't go quietly into the night in Game 3, tying it up at 25. But Pine Creek edged out the Lancers 29-27 for the 3-0 sweep. The Eagles are now 8-5 and the Lancers dropped to 5-8. The Discovery Canyon football team is also undefeated this season. The Thunder have taken down a handful of ranked teams on their way to a 6-0 record. However, against Mitchell on Friday, things would be a little bit easier. DCC gets on the board early with a touchdown run by Andrew Hall. It was his first of 3 rushing scores. He also completed a touchdown pass through the air to Spencer Chambers. Discovery Canyon improved to 6-0 on the season with a big 56-21 win over Mitchell. The Thunder are currently ranked as the number one team with 3A in the state. Every week here at 20 TV, we broadcast 2 live District 20 sporting events. Next week is no exception. Coming up on Tuesday, we'll have Discovery Canyon versus Lewis Palmer volleyball. That match starts at 6:30. Then on Thursday, number 1 in the state, Rampart hosts Palmer in another volleyball matchup. That one starts at 6. You can watch all of our live and archive broadcasts online at our website, www.ast20.org/20tvsports. That's all for sports. Noelle and Nicole?
Thanks, Cheyenne. We have more ahead on 20 TV Weekly.
Coming up next, we'll show you some of the stories we're working on for our next show.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to 20 TV Weekly. We're almost out of time for this week's show.
But first, we're going to take a look at some of the stories we're working on for our next show.
Wounded services members get to compete against their counterpart.
And artists from around the county put their work on display.
Plus much more news, weather, and sports right here on 20 TV Weekly.
That's all the time we have for this week's show.
Thanks for joining us and have a great week.
They said I couldn't dream. Called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I've just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Get your suit. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Ever envisioned yourself on TV? Ever seen a studio set and thought, I could do that? Well, with the hands-on learning experience offered in 20 TV, you can acquire the skills necessary to succeed while still in high school. Learn how to work with professional equipment and the latest technology in order to produce award-winning news productions. If this class sounds important for your future, contact us at 20tv@asd20.org. Learn how to further your future with an exciting crew and faculty leading the way.